welcome back. As you probably could see if you go through my channel, I have a few of oatmeal recipe, but I decided to make another one because it seems like I didn't give you enough information, and I'm constantly improving my oatmeal recipes. I'm making them lower calories, higher in protein, and just tastier and tastier and tastier. And one thing in this recipe that I'm going to show you, it's going to be way faster than any other ones. So I'm going to share with you also how I make it creamy, and why creamy is important. Not only because of flavor, some people like it creamy, just like myself, I like it creamy, but also the creaminess will add more volume, because oatmeal actually has 150 calories per half a cup, and a half a cup is very little. So by making it creamy, adding the liquid and cooking in a certain way to increase volume, it actually have a nice big of food instead of just a little bit of anything. And I see people add a whole cup, that's 300 calories. I prefer to have a half a cup, but still look like I added at least a cup. If you don't agree, let me know below. Or if you agree, let me know as well. So in this recipe, you're gonna see three different ways, three different topics, and how I make this oatmeal so tasty that if you prepare it like that, you just gonna have it just like myself every day for breakfast. One is gonna be with apples, one with blueberries, and one with strawberries. Let's get the ingredients and let's get started. So let's start with the oats first. How to make them creamy. So I have here a cup of boiling water. I'm gonna salt it just a little bit, very little. And I'm gonna add half a cup of old-fashioned oats, which is like 41 grams. I always like to weigh it, so go ahead and do the same. To that, I'm gonna add, I would say, half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And if you don't like it, you can skip that step. If you like it more, you can go ahead and add. Now, we're gonna stir it and let it boil on a medium-low heat. Make sure that you don't have it too high, because first of all, oatmeal likes to burn, and second, it can actually overflow your pot, and you don't want that. And here I have egg whites and milk, and I'm gonna wait for the water to be completely absorbed by the oats before I put it in. And that's the step to make it creamy. You keep on adding layers of liquid, and the oatmeal just gets better and better and creamier and creamier. And right here, it's about right. So you can see that the oats got completely dry, and we are ready to add more liquid. Now, because we have egg whites in there, make sure that you keep on stirring it till that liquid reaches a certain temperature, meaning it gets hotter. If you just let it boil by itself without stirring it, it might curdle. So make sure you keep on stirring. And this takes only 2-3 minutes before it's actually starting getting the right temperature. And constant letting it cook and stir, cook and stir for 5-7 minutes. Now let's go through the toppings, which is what makes it flavorful. I like to use the monkfruit sweetener for sweetening it, but if you believe that that's gonna kill you, go ahead and use regular sugar or maybe honey. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but hey, you can try. I have here 70 grams of frozen wild blueberries. Wild is the key. Those are the very small ones. They cook completely different than the regular blueberries. Now you're gonna cook it on high heat until the liquid starts thickening. You see on the corner, yeah, there are no corners on the spot, but hey. And you're gonna do the same exactly thing with a second second topic, which is strawberries. I have fresh strawberries here, but you can also use frozen ones perfectly fine. And you see how this is thickening? Yeah, this is about right. If you continue cooking more, you're gonna have a jam. I mean, if you like it, you can do that as well. And third topping, my favorite, is the apples. I don't add any sugar to it. I add lots of cinnamon. and I let it cook. So these apples, they cook up for about 25 minutes to 30 minutes on very, very low heat. So make sure you do it ahead of time and save it for a whole week if you want to add apples to the oatmeal, because this will take a while. I always store it in the fridge for a week or so. And you see when the liquid starts getting out of the apples, this is where they start nicely cooking and getting that sweetness. So you don't have to add any sweetener to this one. And cover it up a little bit more until the liquid completely evaporates. Now the protein base, how I make it more protein. PB2 and these peptides. I do not like protein powders, so this is the best because that's all it is in its collagen, and that's it. And only 70 calories per 20 grams. And here I have it with both of them, and I put a little bit of sugar-free syrup for extra sweetness. And if you don't like to use the sugar-free syrup, you can use a banana to sweeten it up, and you do the same thing. You add the PB2, the peptides, and about a tablespoon of water. Mash it all up till it becomes nice and pasty. And to that, you're gonna add that oatmeal, that freshly cooked oatmeal. And of course stir it, combine all together very well, and you're ready to dress it up. So for a blueberry version, you can actually make this sauce a little bit thicker. I think I have it too thin. Normally I have it a little bit thicker. The thicker it gets, the sweeter it is. And I like a little bit of Greek yogurt on top. You can skip it for lower calorie, and the strawberry one has way less calories than the other ones. And this apple one is the most calorie dense, but I believe it's delicious, and I love to serve it with a little bit of almonds off top, which will add extra calories. I'm adding here only 2.5 ounces of the apples, the done apples. That's about 4 ounces of fresh apple. Already calculated that one. Let's try it. Of course, delicious. It's so good. You must absolutely try all 3 of them and leave a comment below. Tell me which one you like best. Look how creamy it is. This is creamy oatmeal. I really hope you enjoyed these recipes, and I will see you on the next one.